My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arike Galadirthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. Welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the Kingdom of Gondor. Now, first of all, allow me to apologise for the absolutely foolish mistake of auto-resolving that last battle. Angbor, the champion, has lost... well, Derafin, the greater of the generals, died in that ridiculously small and pathetic battle, and Angbor now has no other generals and a tiny army. So that was a big mistake. Additionally, I will do what all of you have said, and Denenion's army will be split between the two forts and Kirithior itself. So actually, stop training them. And I will keep that there in case it does kick off and we have to choose. I like that term. We have to choose between Rohan or Enedwaith in the west. Now, in the east, of course, are the addition of our stakes, as mentioned in the last video, absolutely decimated Khand, and they are reeling from with their wounds. However, Dol Amroth are doing okay at ensuring that Harad are not overrunning us. And that is about it. I believe we're at an end turn as we wait for Boron with the real army to make his way to Barad-dur to shut down the respawning Nazgul. And we're retraining an army in our capital city. And we'll chuck a few more units onto that retraining pile. And we'll end the turn. What am I going to tell you today? I will just reiterate that Khand is not being removed from the game. And they are getting a choice. Or not a choice. It's not a choice in the same way Dorwinion and Debris is. But I won't talk too much about it. But they are getting a script. And as many of you know, it's of course the Blue Wizards and how they're going to impact Khand. We've chosen to make the Blue Wizards impact Khand. Now, I will explain this away straight away. Oh, Aragorn and Araval. Two Dunedain, sorry. Dunedain of the North have come of age. Interesting.
Ready your weapons.
Couldn't look more different from the other Aragorn if you tried, could you? He's blonde and he's got a really weird tash. Can we send you into there? Yeah, we might as well. One of you stay behind to lead another army that will train in a minute, and the other one go to Orchestra.
Let us set up camp.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
You keep making your way there. I tell you what, because you're going to die if you go on your own. So come and follow him around so that you're safe.
Let us set up camp here.
Kingdom of Rohan is the most something faction. Oh, there's Brandir. You're quite a talented soul, aren't you? So the Blue Wizards, the Thrun Luin, to use their real name, they go into the west. Now, originally, Tolkien said that they failed in what they went out to do, and I'll just sort you out next turn. Originally, Tolkien said they failed in what they set out to do. They didn't manage to do anything good, and they suggested that they may have even started magical cults, so basically getting people to worship them. But in any event, they didn't do what the Valar sent them to do, which was to help the Free Peoples fight Sauron, as Sauron is kind of, sort of, the responsibility of the Valar. They didn't finish what they started with Morgoth. So the Blue Wizards was sent. Now, however, Tolkien, in a letter toward the end of his life, changed this. He gave the Blue Wizards two new names, potentially created out of deeds that they did in the East. And he suggested that instead of failing, what they actually did was achieve success. And if it weren't for their efforts of kind of stopping a section of the East from joining with Sauron, then the West would have 100% fallen. So the suggestion is that whilst they didn't stop all of Rune or all of Khand or all of Harad, that is quite an army. It's got real strength there. Whilst they didn't stop all of them attacking, they stopped enough of the East from coming west that they actually made a massive impact, and they're the reason why the West wasn't overrun. Because let's not forget that Middle Earth doesn't just mean isn't just the map that we know. It goes quite far to the south and it goes quite far to the east, and there is no suggestion whatsoever that nobody lives there. So people live out there. We just don't know anything about them. And Sauron spent a lot of time out in the east. A lot of time out in the east. He spends a large chunk of his existence, in fact, out in the east. Have they got any cavalry? Should we play some stakes? Yes. So it's very easy to suggest that he might have got more than just Rune and Harad, basically, is the suggestion. And then so it's suggested by Tolkien in a letter toward the end of his life that the Blue Wizards did in fact succeed, and they stopped a large chunk of the East from joining in, thus saving the West indirectly. Now, what he does say is that they went into the East, they went into Rune, but this is, number one, we're playing on a small feature here in that Rune in Sindarin literally means East. It is the literal translation for the word East. So Rune isn't necessarily a location as much as it is a geographical feature, as in the East. So we're not expressly suggesting in our version that the Blue Wizards went to Rune. They could have just as easily impacted on the forces of Khand, which is what we're going with. Which is why they are going to be for Khand and not Rune. Because that was the first hurdle we had to jump over, because El Monstero, one of our lead testers, essentially our lead tester, to be honest. He's given more feedback than anyone else. Many features in the game are because of him. Many of you owe a great deal, depending on what kind of things you like. Many of you owe a great deal to things that El Monstero has added. But anyway, he was heavily in favour of the Blue Wizards affecting Rune and not Khand. And he was suggesting that this is because Khand actually have a pretty unique game already. They don't need something to impact them. And he is heavily advocating that Rune are in fact incredibly dull to play and they need something new. But we weren't really swayed with that, and we couldn't justify giving Rune, well, mostly because the Blue Wizards from the outset were always going to basically be you either choose to stay loyal to Sauron or you choose to attack him. And the biggest reason we chose not to do this for Rune comes more from a gameplay point of view. And that is because if Rune chose to turn against Sauron and join with Dale and Erebor, then the campaign would immediately lose all challenge. Every ounce of challenge that is there in the game would go at the drop of a hat. Because Rune, if they turned against Sauron and they joined with Dale and Erebor, they'd have no enemies. And they'd be attacking Mordor at a time when Rune are all powerful. And Mordor just wouldn't stand a chance.
The enemy are battering down the gates!
So it didn't make sense to have it for them to go against Mordor, because it just wouldn't create any challenge whatsoever. So. Oh, you need to go there, really.
Blast their eyes! The enemy's ram is through our gates!
So we chose to go with Khand, but as I was saying about the Blue Wizards heading off into the east and quelling rebellion, that's the kind of angle that we're going on. So we're going on that they've gone far into the east, and they are going to show up with something. And you are the current discussion. This is all subject to change. But the current discussion is that that's something that they have gone to speak with. They have managed to rouse them against Sauron, and you are therefore joining with these newcomers, or you are going to stay loyal to Sauron and attack the Blue Wizards and these newcomers. And that's where we're at the moment. But that's really all we know about the Blue Wizards as well, to be honest, that I've just said there. So, the long and short of it is that this script is going to be for Khand. But we haven't left Rune alone, and what we're currently devising an extension of is the Unite the Clan script that we discussed great lengths with Harad. Is we are going to probably... well, not probably, we are going to. It's just how we do it is different. We're going to extend the Unite the Clan script to include Rune as well. So if you play as Rune, debate on how this is going to actually be implemented, but if you play as Rune, you are going to start with either a single region or you're going to be Horde. Now, it's more likely you're going to start with a single region, and maybe Harad will be Horde, but there is debate. Racer doesn't really think that we should use anyone as Horde, because he doesn't really think that... we should add a feature just for feature's sake. However, I think it's really cool. But he does have an argument in that you would likely go for the same region every single time anyway, so it doesn't matter if you play as Horde. Now, for those that don't know, Horde mode basically means you'd start the campaign as Harad. It would definitely be Harad. Rune, let me just finish with Rune then. So the current suggestion is that if you play as Rune, as a human player, you will start with either Mistrand or Mataram. I've not yet decided what their capital will be. You'll start with that region only, and you will expand out and conquer Rune. And then you will either unlock units depending on how many regions you take, or you will unlock certain units depending on if you take what we consider to be their traditional home region. For example, we know the Balkoth come from the land slightly to the west of the Sea of Rune, and not from Deep Rune. So they would come in from the west. So that's the suggestion for Rune. You're going to start with a single region. You're going to have to take back your lands. Now, this is mostly implemented for Rune because the Rune campaign is very easy. You are better than Dorwinion, you're better than Dale, and so to make it a bit harder, we've planned to basically slow the campaign down. You're going to have to first of all conquer Rune before you can head off and deal with Dale, Erebor, Dorwinion. That's our current thinking. And I'm all for that. I'm massively in favour of that. None of you in the comments, no matter what you say, think or do, you're not going to sway us on that. Rune are going to start with a single region. You're going to have to unite your lands first. And this is basically playing on the idea, the text for all of this is basically going to be that whilst Rune is a kind of a bigger nation than Harad, it still isn't a single unified nation. It's a confederation of tribes. And we're going on here under the premise that one of these tribes has decided that the rule should be totally under them. And this is the tribe that worships the dragon. So this is where the dragon lore that the Third Age Total War brought in is going to be implemented, in that you're going to play as the clan that particularly worships dragons, and you're going to spread your kind of almost new worship out amongst the clans. Now, these dragons indirectly will link them to Melkor by being essentially, obviously, Melkor created the dragons, or gave some of his life to dragons. Remember, he didn't outright give them free will. They are reliant on him. So that's where the link to worshipping Melkor comes from, because we don't have another room for... We can't add another religion, so I'm sorry for that. And also then Rune wouldn't be able to take part in invasions if we didn't have them. So there's going to be this dragon worshipping clan, which you will be, and the aim is to claim all of Rune. And but the Harad side is going to be slightly different, and this is where, if you don't know what Horde mode is, essentially what this is going to be is you will start the game with no regions. Now, this might not be for Harad, but I'm going to really strongly fight for it because I really want the Horde feature. I think it works for Harad really well because you can be an unknown clan, that's an unknown tribe that's come out from the depths of far Harad. This Kuzaimar gentleman who no one has ever heard of, he's come out. The serpent is going to rear its ugly head and claim Harad for the new order. So essentially you would start with just 2 armies. No towns, no cities, no strongholds, just 2 armies. One with Chieftain Kuzaimar and one with your heir. And they'll have unique bodyguards and they'll be pretty cool. And you will have to conquer Harad. But this will allow you to choose where your starting settlement is. Now, under this path, what we will do is, instead of locking certain tribes to certain regions, we will unlock certain tribes to a number of regions. So if you own, say, for example, 3 regions, then let's say the Muhad tribesmen then decide that fighting you is not the best option. They've seen how strong you're becoming and they want to join their banner with theirs, and Muhad tribesmen become available. Then when you take, say, 6 regions, the troll men of Harad come forth, and they aren't afraid that you're going to kill them, but rather they've seen that you're a strong enemy who is likely to bring wars, and killing others is what they want. And so they'll happily hitch their banner to yours, hitch their wagon to yours rather, so that you can give them the death and bloodshed that they seek. So that's the kind of reasoning behind that on the Haradrim side. Oh dear, we're actually not winning here, and we're about to be flanked with these pikemen. No, what we're going to do then is run you around. Farmhand archers, come and be the front line. Get those cavalry out. Don't fire at will. Get up there. Have we got anyone else with arrows? No, because if we could... Do we want to hit the pikemen more, or do we want to hit the... No, I think we want to hit the trollmen more. Go to there, then go to there, then go to there. And I'll deal with you once you're there. So that's where we're at the moment. So Khand is going to get the blue wizards, and you're going to choose to join this newcomer, or you're going to stay loyal. And there are benefits, and there are carrots and sticks with both avenues, to use Hummingbird's phrase. If you play as Rune, you're going to start with a single region, and you're going to spread the dragon banner across Rune before you can then start to attack Dorwinion. And if you play as Harad, you will hopefully, subject to approval of the team, you will start with a mere 2 armies, no regions at all, and you have to spread the banner of the serpent across the plains of Rune. And now the only thing here, and this is where I think I'll probably add another poll actually. Although I don't know, because I know that all of you are going to say yes. Maybe I can influence this by saying I am not in favour of this. But El Monstero has been harping on for some time about adding a naphtha throwing unit in the form of a weapon. Essentially a flamethrower. And one thing I can tell you is that there is a submod that came out years and years and years ago when I first started dabbling with DaC that actually uses flamethrowers. It adds runic flamethrowers. But what I'm thinking is, as a reward for uniting all of Rune, you could potentially unlock this flamethrower. Now, I'm not actually going to add it as a poll because you'll all just say, yes, I know that. And so what instead I'm going to do is just hear what you have to say. Do you think adding some sort of flamethrower unit as a reward for uniting all of Run is a good idea? Or are you against it entirely? Now, it will likely be that the reward for uniting all of Harad would be the Mumakil. Because they are already an incredibly powerful unit, and you can't get them till after the barracks event anyway, so it's likely you would have united the required number of regions long before they were available. So Mumakil will probably be the Mumakil, or possibly Great Beasts, maybe, because I'm trying to think of ways to make the Great Beasts a bit more used, because at the moment they're only available for Mordor, and I've only ever seen them in that Woodland Realm campaign where Mordor sent them north, and I think they're too good of a unit to be only for one faction. And I think if Harad can tame Mumakil, they can damn well train Great Beasts. The only downside here is that they will have their orc handlers no matter who owns them. So that's a bit of a bummer. Right, here we go. Turn the tide, lads.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Arrows
They
in
have
their
lost
back.
half their men.
They won't like that. Oh, they won't like that. Ah, I didn't get you guys involved. Come and flank them, please. And that should turn the tide if the archers get some good shots in. They're starting to drop them. Oh no, look how many there are. Jesus. But then they're not getting their shield bonus because we're shooting them in the back. I can't get too close because it might convince the AI to pull one of these troops out. Oh, bugger, they're out of arrows. In you go.
The enemy. This is
Oh,
a clear
bugger! I was trying to click on that unit. Oh, what are the chances? I could have caught so many of them. Ah, Captain Huthaifa. 107 kills, Archer Militia. Probably the ones that we just sent into the back of those men. Ah, well, we managed to win. Didn't lose too many, but Amunitha has just been decimated. We need troops in the south faster. So I'm very willing and eager to hear your feedback on what you think of these new proposals for Rune, Khand and Harad. Of course, the Breland proposals go well. I'm pretty sure now we've completed virtually all the work for that. There is still some text and UI to be done. But that won't take too long. But rest assured that the Breland changes will certainly be in the game by the time we start our Bree campaign, whenever these two campaigns end. And I'm rather hoping that the runic changes will also be present. So you'll not only get two factions that you've not seen me play as, but you will also get two entirely new concepts that you will never have seen before.
Maintain order. Onward.
Ah, we are but one turn
the
from
blood
the
of
famed
Numenor.
tower.
March, men.
Oh, Angbor, you're not actually a very good general, are you?
Maintain order.
But what I will do is I'll pilfer
Awaiting
your
your
best
command.
units and we'll make an army of elites and an army of support.
Maintain order.
So, I would take... Oh, I can't do it
Ready
now,
your
can I?
weapons.
Bugger.
Awaiting your command.
Maintain order.
Awaiting your command.
He can move further than Boron as well. I would basically just take Angbor,
Ready
the
your
152 of them, and those
Captain of
into
Gondor.
one army. So get rid of those two militia
Ready your weapons.
and Boron
Maintain order.
and replace them.
Protect the blood of
We'll do that in a
Numenor.
moment when we get a tad nearer. Oh, we can get Territorial Guardsmen in the Black Gate. Oh, the Gondor Gate, as we have named it. Is a university the highest tier of education? Yes, it is. So once you've built that, let's get Stuart Hall in there. Eisenmouth. You can get a siege works. That gives us trebuchets. But you are nowhere near Gondorian enough. So that's your first port of call. Durthang is building a siege works. Do I really want a siege works there? Do I need Dunedain culture? Yes, I do. So you're going to want a school after you've built that. Oh, we've got a ton of money. Jeez. Use that money to get more money. Build yourself a port. Build yourself... Oh, a royal hall. No, we don't really need that though, do we? No, you've already got enough upkeep. None of those really give us money. Where are we going to need troops? We're going to need them in the south. Ostithil. Yes. Roads. Key. City of the Fountain. Can you build roads? No, you cannot. I was about to say that I'm talking to myself a lot, but I realise the whole point of this is to talk to myself. And if I were to not talk to myself, it would rather defeat the point. Let's train a unit of them as your garrison and move all 4 of them out.
Your command. We'll make
Oh,
camp
throw in.
here.
Oh, the flamethrower unit that could potentially be added for Rune. We've been in discussion, and we think at the moment that whatever happens, we're probably going to remove farmhand archers. We don't feel as though that they're really needed enough. We don't feel as though there's that much purpose to them anymore.
Ready your weapons.
So we will likely get rid of them.
Awaiting your command.
By your command.
Maintain order. Forward.
Only 2 free upkeep. Is there another fort around here somewhere? Oh, there's that one. Oh, that one is mine. Oh, wow, that's cheeky. Yeah, go on.
Orders.
Take all 4 of them.
Yes. By your
Apparently that's our
command.
fort, so head off over into that. And you then train a unit of those as your other free upkeep. You should get 2 free upkeep here. You can retrain him apparently as well. You might as well build a stables, build a leather worker. We've got the money. 11,000. Goond, how are you coming along? Can't really do much else here, can we? Not a jot. Not one simple jot. Can you build anything interesting? Everyone's getting siege works though. We're getting trebuchets galore. Oh, Commodore Lamroth, you can easily beat that army. You've got... Oh, you get your own image for Gondor Militia. I did not know that we did that. Well done to whoever did that.
There will be much honor in defeating you.
You know why we just lost so many men, don't you? Because once again, I had forgotten that Harad are just so powerful as a nation now.
Watch for the enemy.
Ah, Khand are coming
Onward.
for us here.
March, men.
Don't really need a tower
Let
there,
us
do
set
we?
up camp here.
Head over to build a tower. So Tirathoros, the army that you've currently got,
Let us set up camp here.
we're going to need most of that in Amenithel, so leave behind those and those. I don't think you're actually under immediate threat.
Yes. March to
Ithel is.
exhaustion,
It's just
continuing
one town too
later.
small to build a road. What I would not give for paved roads there. Right, you guys as well are going to need to leave, as I think I alluded to in the last episode. So keep behind Gondor guardsmen.
Slay them.
Send the army out.
Approaching.
Push forward, and it will keep us a little safer here. In the City of the Fountain, as we push, and that should also bring back Ethekali. He'll head back if his homeland comes under attack. And in the this is going to be the Siege of Barad-dur episode, unless something goes terribly, terribly wrong. We don't currently have any other grand plans for any of the factions. Factions that keep getting asked for grand plans are Imladris and Linden. And to be 100% honest, I am not sure we'll ever bother doing anything to Imladris and Linden. And it's not about not bothering, it's just because they're late game factions anyway. Their roster comes to the fore in the late game when you get the cool Elder Rinway. And we'll kind of just keep it like that, to be honest. Ah, yes, we just got Citadel Guard. Denethor is now free upkeep. Oh, and General's that's just General's Bodyguard. I am the mod leader, I promise. I just forgot how cool their unit UI is. Look how awesome that looks. Their image up here needs to be changed, though. Can't really get too much with that barracks, can we? We can get that. We can get another unit of cav. That's it. Can you build something else? Don't tell me that's the highest level of barracks. Oh, it legit is. Jesus. Does that mean our culture's not high enough? 75%. What are you? 91. It's definitely high enough. Oh, there's the Citadel Guard. Oh, Osgiliath veterans. 6 turns. Oh, we're going to have such a cool army built in a moment. We'll try and get the blacksmith up. We'll try and get that up by the time everything else is ready so that our armour at least comes out. We'll get a Numenorian armour in here. And you'll get the armoured plate that you also crave. Western Osgiliath, you can also get Osgiliath veterans, you might imagine, owing to the fact that it's Osgiliath. So you two also just go full military. Oh, you've already got a Tanner. Oh, it's because the next tier up needs that barracks, doesn't it? It requires communal farming. Oh dear, then you're miles away. I've just pressed the idle villager
Greetings,
button.
most noble ally.
There is no idle villager. We're not playing Age of Empires. This village, remember, can't upgrade. It stays a village forever.
Captain of Gondor.
Right, here we go. Ah, the Witch King of Angmar returned.
Stick you.
It's not going to do you any favours there, you bastard. You're going to die here.
Captain of Gondor.
Leave or we will all die here.
Word.
Awaiting your command.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Onward.
Oh, that was a really, really stupid idea. We're an extra turn away.
By your command.
Awaiting your command.
My lord.
Oh,
Joining
that was so
forces.
stupid.
Ready your weapons.
Oh, because now they're going to pretend to be as if they're trapped.
Protect the blood of
Oh,
Numenor.
bloody idiot.
Maintain
If I attack
order.
Barad-dur,
Assail the enemies of Gondor.
you can't use those
Let
in
us claim
Barad-dur,
this
so these
field.
are all you need. Then the Witch King will just attack us. But then we might be able to at least kill some. This army's really only here to die, let's be honest. So we might be able to at least just kill some of what the Witch King has, get some kills off, and then our reinforcing army, the one behind it, can then do some real damage. Is this the end turn where we move the army out? Yes,
Captain
it
of Gondor.
is.
Orders.
Yes, it
By your
is.
command.
Oh, bugger, Harad are coming. What can you train quickest? Is that retrain as in retrain properly? Oh, yeah, it might be. I want some archers. You can apparently retrain them. That'll do. You might as well send the rest.
We can go no further. Your will, my
Because
lord.
they're moving in. There we are.
My
Go in
lord.
stages. I can't see a diplomat anywhere,
Yes.
so
Your will, my lord.
Awaiting your command.
come home. We might need you. You never know. New gentlemen,
Maintain order.
hit the
Slay
bastards.
Your corpse will be thrown to the...
Now here we're in a real situation because there's potentially 3 battles then in the next, in this end turn cycle, which isn't very good. I will be taking all of the archers off of your hands and heading them
As you
south.
wish. We'll make camp here.
Ah, Dunakthor. Have you got a second
Ready
general?
your
Yeah,
weapons.
could have done with leaving
Awaiting
one of
your
them behind. Oh well. How are you guys doing?
My lord.
Head off to that fort.
Yes. We can go no further today.
And we wait. We wait for the inevitable Rohan have just attacked Enid wife message. Because it will come. I could really do with a fort about here-ish. I think that's something I might actually do, is add forts to the regions that remain as villages so that you can at least get free upkeep defending these crappy little villages. Because that, let's be honest, Derufintha is nothing but a drain on us. The garrison we're keeping there to just keep the Dol-guldur away is huge and draining our income. Alright, well, there's nothing for it. Now, I don't have very much time today at all, I'm afraid. And if this turn cycle goes past without anyone attacking us, then the next turn will be the last for this episode. If someone does attack us... it's rad lag. We haven't fought a battle this time, have we? Go on, I'll squeeze it out. She'll just be a little bit annoyed at me. So this is all you're going to get. This battle will end the episode. Oh, we did have a battle, didn't we? Because I've already saved it once. So what we need to do here is just kill as much of this as we possibly can. Potentially
Let them
win.
have it, man.
I mean, if we could win, that'd be great. Because then Barad-dur's just fallen. Oh, I didn't think of that. If we actually legit win, then Barad-dur's just fallen. By the way, that's Melkor with the Silmaril attached to his head.
Our
'Cause he liked
foes
them a
appear
lot.
to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Oh, and this is the first time that many of you will have seen Barad-dur. So welcome to Barad-dur. We sieged it with a pathetic army. Now we need to try and be a little bit clever. But how are we going to be a little bit clever? We can trap them at the bridge. And then shoot arrows at them. But hold on. Is that going to be a good idea, or are they just going to push through? They're probably just going to push through, aren't they? I don't know, because we can hold them for a bit and get some good arrow shots off. How far away are we, realistically? Nah, we can make that. We can make that. Let's get a run. We've only got 3 units of archers anyway. You guys all run as well. Don't do either of those things. Alright, and then we'll have a sort of... You guys move to this side. Get ready to flank. You guys move to this side. Get ready to flank. Cav. Cav. Everybody run. Go for it. Go on, 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 go on. Oh, it might not like this battle map very much because, as you can see, there's an awful lot going on. Ah, yes, I was hoping they'd be able to shoot through that arch there. They can walk across the bridge, though. I'm sure they can. Oh, we might get a draw here because of a battle bunker. But this is Barad-dur. Let's just head to the top of Barad-dur. Ah, this is as high up as you can go. There's the Eye of Sauron. Nice little addition. And there's the view from Barad-dur down. It does look cool, doesn't it? There are 3 sort of waves, as you can see, of Barad-dur. You have to go through the bridge, through the first gate, second gate, and then up to that next tier. But this area here, you can go around here and come in at the sides. You can go up the sides. There aren't actually any gates as opposed other than the front one. Ah, no, I did think they could get through. I didn't think it was bugged.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Keep shooting at, like, that orc host down there. Yeah. Oh, they're really massacring us, though, aren't they? Let's get support in, get support ready. Flanking us there. Hit that flank. You guys go in as well. Hit that flank. You guys go in as well. Archers keep shooting into that mess. Yes. Their general must be quite good to inspire them this much. Ah, but they've also got the bloody, those strong. Get a little bit of a charge in there. Didn't really do out, did it? Just made 18 of them run away. Oh, they have totally broken us up in the middle.
Only half our force remains.
Yeah, but that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. I don't think we will win. I think our numbers are too few. We've already got people running away as well, which doesn't help. It says bloody Nazgul, Sauron's chosen. Sauron's will. Got there in the end. Oh, what are they you guys still doing? And I pulled you out. They're holding a sort of thin line. We've got them surrounded. Radlag can't be that good of a general. He's in there somewhere. Perhaps we should have tried to use our cavalry a bit better and fought them on the open field where we could cycle charge. You might as well just ride in. You're not going to do anything more, are you? The Ithilien Rangers take your place. Sauron's will, there are 33 of them. Our general is still one of our strongest features in this. He pushes in quite deep each time he attacks. But they are breaking through that gap there. Sauron's will. Didn't see how many they were down to. 20 something. 13. Radlag died! Radlag died! Radlag died! Radlag died! Oh, come on, this is totally our chance. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're running in and dying. Oh, balls. Everyone's dead except you. Make them chase you. Pull them away. Everyone's running away except you, sir. I hit that orc host. Good charge, good charge. Lost one man. They lost a lot. Hit
Our
that
men
orc
have
host.
fought long and are becoming tired.
Good charge again. Didn't lose any. Keep finishing them off. Just another one. Oh, this isn't going to go well if we keep losing that many each time. I'm surprised they're all so eager. Their general's dead. They don't have another general. Oh, they're running away now at least. Let's see Sauron's will. Let's see how they hold up to a full frontal charge. I know you're tired, but keep going, lads. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Did that just kill all of them? Yes. Don't let the archers get free shots on you. Those bloody archers. Can you imagine if he wins? Can you imagine? Don't jinx it. Orc archers are wavering. Oh, balls. There's 150 orc hosts to come yet. That's why they're feeling fine. How can 5 of you deal with 150 and 94? Bloody hell, really well. We each just killed 4 orcs. Also, with the orc archers shooting at us, we're making sure that they kill some of their own in the process. Those archers haven't. Archers are meant to have a terrible range. There we are. That's 94 dealt with. Kill those 13. But I don't think we're going to be able to do 150. He says they just killed 30 in a single charge. Go on and again, hit them really well. Oh, bloody good show, chaps. And again, and again. I'm running out of time. Ah, even though the general's dead, the Uruk bodyguards still live. And we'll never be able to kill them. I'm trying to get rid of these archers. They're a bloody pain in the arse. Yes. Yes, this is literally... I don't know this gentleman's name, but we need to mark it down. Because he is about to... he is potentially going to just... create an absolute upset. This is why cavalry bodyguards are OP in this game. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And also why orcs are absolutely abysmal. Surely there comes to a point where they're no longer just exhausted, they are literally dying of exhaustion. The enemy is just lining up. No! We just lost 2 men! Oh, this is not good. They're down to 89% thanks to this guy. I don't think we're going to win now, though. He needed those... They're not wide enough in the group now to cause enough havoc. Although everything that we capture will come... Right, here's the real challenge. The General's bodyguard. Yeah, look. No! I can't do it with just you, but I don't want you to die. I know when I'm not going to survive. Although, hang on, he attacked us, didn't he? And we haven't got very long left. We can get a draw out of this. I know it's so cheesy, but come on, this should be a victory. It might be, because the number of them that have died, actually. What I'm going to do now, I'm sorry everyone, is I'm basically going to run him away until the time runs out. Oh, well done, you slayer! Can't stop him. Oh, there's loads of them bogged up in there. We hadn't even fought yet. No, we were never going to win. But we've done so well. You've single-handedly brought down the garrison of Barad-dur, sir. The time has not got very long left at all. Oh, but it's now 40 bloody minutes long. Well, we've had a laugh. It won't count as a loss because we didn't die. It will count as a draw, which means the siege will continue. All those that fled will survive, but I think it hands back over captured prisoners. So, everything that we've captured won't matter. I'm so tempted to charge him back into them, but it's too risky now. The timer should reach the actual countdown any second now.
The day comes to an end.
There it is.
Nothing else.
Yes, a draw. 163 soldiers remain, Radlag. General's bodyguard killed 717. Oh, what's going to happen? Oh, what's going to happen? I feel like a giddy school child. Can you imagine if that actually counts as a win? If that 176 then disband?
We have
Oh my god!
our realm is expanded.
Yes! I can't believe it, did it? He just won. He just won. Barad-dur. One man. Oh, we need to know. I don't care what we were going to call Barad-dur before. It's going to be the tower of whoever that guy is. Because that was bloody amazing. And now all Angbor has to do is kill the Witch King. And I believe Mordor will basically have been done. Oh, but I'm going to save it there. Because I can't, my nerves can't take it. That was incredible. Oh, my gut says that he's called Boron. Because we were talking about him before, weren't we? Ah, there we are. Barad-dur. Barad-dur. No, because dur means dark. We don't want it to be dark boron. We want it to be Boron Barad. Tower of Boron. Well, that was amazing, and I absolutely loved that. So I do hope you've enjoyed this episode of Gondor. Leave feedback on what you think about Rune, Cand, Harad. I'm not going to tell you anything more about what the choice with Cand is, and if you pry, I'm just not going to tell you. Feel free to guess, though. But let me know especially what you think about Rune and Harad, and should Harad start as Horde or should Harad not, and what do you think about a runic flame thrower? Because I'm not wholly against the idea. We've already got a lot of what ifs, and who knows what's out in the east. And Saruman does actually invent gunpowder. So to have naphtha throwers, which was a thing in the medieval period, could we extend that to Middle-earth? For Rune, the Dragon Nation, spitting fire, there's a unit already created for it. Should we try and go for it? Of course, your opinions are all vetoed if the team disagree, because the modding team are, after all, the modding team. We put the work in, so we get to decide. But we are swayed by what you think. But for now, that will be all. So until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Naden Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.